Hey everyone, today I would like to share with you three things. The first one is the job description, and the second one is for the performance scorecard, and the third one is SMART goals. But I don't think I'll be able to do this in one shot. So, what I would like to do is to do three parts video of these items: the job description writing, performance scorecard, and the SMART goals. Okay. I don't know if you're familiar with the SMART goals. I'm gonna explain it to you later. And this is job description is a format I got from Hay System, Hay Method, or Hay Group, a US standard for job description writing, job analysis, and job evaluation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a job description for the general manager for manufacturing, food and beverage company, and the performance scorecard will also be done for the same rule, general manager, manufacturing, as well as the SMART goals. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this format and then we'll do it together. And I hope you can learn from this. So let me get started now. So general manager, manufacturing is the title, job title of the role, and job number would be 001, and this is, I suppose, this is what the first job description that you have in your organization. And the job code could be the grade, which is already evaluated by the Hay, doing a job evaluation session in your company, attended by several people as the job evaluation panel. Okay, so I suppose this job is located in a food and beverage manufacturing plant, and it belongs to the operations division, and the role reports to the CEO, the chief executive officer, and the functional managers for this uh, position is COO, chief operating officer. Okay, and as for the immediate subordinate, there are several managers who are reporting to this role. One of them is a manufacturing manager. So I'm gonna type it now. Manufacturing uh, manager. There could be one, or they could be two, or could be three manufacturing managers, depending on the size of the manufacturing plant, how many uh, SKU, stock keeping unit, are being produced in a manufacturing plant. There could be cheese production. There could be juices production, like banana juice, mango juice, pineapple juice, orange juice, and many other. Or they could be other uh, products like milk production. So, so the number of manufacturing manager will depend on the size of the operation or the production. And another one would be we need a warehouse. It could be warehouse and a logistics manager. Okay. So if you belong to the HR or training department or HR department, you need to understand how a job description is going to be written. You know, um, the you do not expect the CEO or even the COO to write a job description for the general manager, um, manufacturing, or the general manager manufacturing himself will not write for this job description himself. So most likely the CEO or the COO will instruct the HR, the human resource department, to to build a job description for the role, general manager role. And it is important as an HR manager or personal manager or a training manager to learn how to build a job description for this role. So this will come in handy for you. So what we're trying to do now is writing the immediate subordinates for this role, and there will be manufacturing managers and warehouse and logistics managers. It could be two separate warehouses, like inbound and outbound warehouses, things like that. So okay, so another one could be reporting to the role is the QA manager, the quality assurance manager. Okay, another one direct reports is the QMS manager. So the QA manager, the quality assurance, is different from the QMS manager. The QMS is like quality management system where they handles all the regulation, where they handle the standards, like the ISO 22000, things like that. So this is the role of the QMS manager, who reports to the general manager manufacturing. So another manager reporting to the GM would be the planning manager. Okay, so the planning manager would be inbound and outbound. So what is inbound? Inbound would be MRP. Okay, so what is MRP? Materials requirement planning. So this would be the raw materials. So there could be a manager for MRP or a manager for production. Okay, production planning. Some companies are, one planning manager is assigned as MRP planning manager. One is assigned as production planning, or the two roles are already placed in one rider given to one person. Okay, so it could be like that. If the size of the operation is too huge to be handled by one person, then the company will assign one planning manager for MRP and another for production planning. Okay, so it depends on the size of the operation. Then I would also think that the health and safety manager reports to the manufacturing. So health and safety manager will also be reporting to the general manager manufacturing, and product development manager will be reporting also. Some are not reporting to the manufacturing. Some are reporting directly to the manufacturing. So depending on the organization that was developed by the CEO, okay? So it could be a product development manager. And another role, manager that reports to the a direct reports to the general manager, GM manufacturing, is the effluent plant manager. Okay. For huge operation, food and beverage, there is always a plant, effluent plant installed to handle or to manage the solid waste and the wastewater, treatment plant. So if you're talking a very huge organization, then you all and a manufacturing, food and beverage manufacturing, then you will always have an effluent plant and also a manager handling or managing the effluent plant. Then, of course, sometimes the HR manager reports to the GM manufacturing. This is what you call line reporting. This is a line reports, but at the same time, the HR manager also reports to the GM HR manager. Okay, GM HR as a functional manager of this role, HR manager. Then of course, let us not forget the maintenance manager. This is part of the production engineering maintenance, or it could be part of the utilities, maintenance, like air supply of the plant or power supply of the plant. You know, there could be a power plant that is going to be maintained and managed. There could be also, if the plant is fully automated. Okay, if it is automated, then you are going to have an automation manager, automation engineer. Then you're gonna have an electrical engineer or a mechanical engineer or even a civil engineer for their projects. So most of the time they got what you call capex, capital expenditure, where they add more, machinery and equipment where you need people to maintain them. Okay, so therefore you need a manager to handle this. Okay, this function. Okay, so today is okay. This today is 21 Feb. So I'm recording it today. So I'm gonna put the date of effect. It's 21 Feb. Then since we are not, this is the first time that we're gonna, write this job description, and then we're not doing some revision yet. So I'm gonna put 00. So if we're going to, make first revision, then we're going to be 01. The second revision would be 02. Things like that. Okay. Then the next item that we're gonna write is the core purpose of job. This is very important for the role so that we know what is the purpose of the role, why is the general manager is being placed in that manufacturing, what is the role of this general manager manufacturing. So I would say to lead. He's going to be the leader, overall leader of all the functions, warehouse, engineering, maintenance, production, and inbound, outbound warehouses, on the product development, HR, health and safety manager, etc. So he's going to lead these people. So I'm gonna say to lead, okay, the food and beverage, beverage production facility. So I would say production, okay, facility. All right. Then this pivotal role, pivotal role will be responsible, okay, will be responsible. Responsible for what? Responsible for ensuring the efficient, for ensuring the efficient, okay, so it should be efficient, safe, and compliant manufacturing. So they always comply with the standards like ISO 22000, managing the risk, food risk, things like that. Okay. Uh, SQF, safe quality food, things like that. It could be, you know, in compliance with the USDA standard, things like that. Okay. So it should be compliant, always a compliant to regulation. Okay. It's also in compliance with the FDA, Food, Food and Drugs Administration. Okay. regulation. Compliant manufacturing. It's a compliant manufacturing, okay, of high quality. That's why you need your plant to be, you know, ISO 22000 certified, and the whoever the third party is doing audit or surveillance audit to maintain the certification, then they're gonna do that. And at the same time, you also have an internal audit. Probably the lead auditor is coming from the quality management system or even the quality assurance manager, and they're going to do audit. Could be a monthly audit, a quarterly audit. It could be every 6 months audit. Okay, it could be an independent audit. It could be a self audit before you before the external auditor will come into the company to carry out, the food audit or ISO 22000 uh, surveillance audit or certification renewal audit. Okay, so quality food and beverage. I have worked for a company where they produce milk, fresh milk. They produce a long life milk. Okay, they have a subsidiary where they produce chicken, broiler chicken. They produce different kinds of juices, different kinds of cheese. So I'm quite aware of what they're doing. I was working there as a training manager, so I'm quite aware of what they are doing in terms of the quality, in terms of the quality system, in terms of the auditing of the food safety, things like that, the HACCP, GMP. Okay, this will be done by the auditor, and the auditor are coming from other department for independent audit, or they are coming internally for the internal audit to ensure that no big issues going on in the plant before the external auditor coming in to carry out the audit. Okay, so I would say products. All right. Then the job, okay, the job will manage. Okay, when the company is doing job evaluation, uh, implementing the A method of job evaluation, okay, the job evaluation will be done in such a way that the role or the job itself is not intended to target incumbent or candidate of the role. It should be built in such a way that the job description will be tailored fit to the operation itself, and the uh, the management will do a job analysis, and will create the job organization or the organizational structure for this, and this will be intended for the job, not for the incumbent or for any candidate who is going to fill the job. So the recruitment or the HR will make sure that the candidate whoever will be the candidate will be qualified enough to fill the position. Okay, so the job will manage uh, day to day. So he should always be in the plant, so that in order for him to be able to do the management day to day for the day to day operations of the plant. All right. Okay. So uh, day-to-day operations, then I would say optimize. Right? Is that correct spelling? I think Z. I'd like Z. Okay. Optimize production. Okay, it could be one sentence or two sentences, three sentences, then that's enough. Or if you can put many things that belongs to the core purpose of job, then you also have to expand the whatever you are going to put in the core purpose of job. So optimize production processes, right? So it would be processes, right? Processes only. That's it. Uh, okay. Then drive cost saving initiatives and uphold strict regulatory standards like FDA, ISO, you know, SQF, HACCP standards, HACCP, hazard analysis, critical control point, standard, or DMAIC would be applied, Six Sigma or DMAIC will be applied also. So he will be he will be key to driving okay he will be key to driving the growth and the CI or continuous improvement. Continuous improvement. Okay? Of the manufacturing operations. Okay? I think we've written enough for us to understand really the core purpose of the job. All right? Okay. To lead the food and beverage production facility. So we'll be in charge of all the facility, production, maintenance area, warehouse, inbound, outbound, planning area, everything. Okay. So we'll be in charge of all this area of operations. So this pivotal role will be responsible for ensuring the efficient, so it should be efficient operations, safe and compliant manufacturing of high quality and food and beverage products. The job will manage day-to-day operations, optimize production processes, drive cost-saving initiatives, and uphold strict regulatories. It will be key to driving the growth and continuous improvement of the manufacturing operations, not only in terms of the growth of the company, but also the growth of the people. You know, he will be providing career development for the people working under him, the managers, the supervisors, the superintendents, the you know even the manual grades like operators, technicians, etc. Okay, so is it clear? Is it clear to you the core purpose of job. Now, I'm going to do next is the um, area of responsibility. This is the key responsibility of the person. Okay, the area of responsibility. What I'm gonna do is uh, write. I'm gonna write at least uh, six AOR or area of responsibility. So number one, I'm gonna do. So after writing all, I'm gonna write all the area of responsibilities. The six is the area of responsibilities. It could be 6 or 10 area of responsibility, but in this case, I'm just gonna write the important thing, six key responsibilities. Then after writing this, then I'm gonna write also the success indicators for the areas of responsibility. So one area of responsibility is operational leadership because he's a leader. Okay, he or she a leader, and strategy. He will strategize the business. How is he going to make it grow? Continuous improvement. So he will take the lead. So number two, uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna say team. Okay, team leadership and development. Okay. Number three would be the production and quality management. Okay. And quality management. Okay. It could be assurance or it could be system that he is managing. Okay. That's okay. Then the fourth one would be supply chain. Important because he will be needing some raw materials. So he need to ensure that there will be ACM, supply chain management, right? And inventory. There are three inventories, rather two inventories. One inventory is the inbound, the raw materials inventory, raw materials, ingredients, packaging materials, and other important materials in running the plant, even the cleaning materials, etc. Okay, you will take care of that. So very important that he manage or the role manage the inventory inbound and the outbound warehouse. Okay, inventory, the SKUs, the safekeeping unit. Okay, or rather stock keeping unit, not safe, stock keeping unit. Okay, the finished goods or the finished products. So inventory optimization. I have done in the past. I have done a session for the writing of a general manager. That is for the distribution and logistics. Okay, and this one is for the manage or for the manufacturing. But of course, the manufacturing manager is also involved in terms of the inventory. Okay, not just the GM, DNL or distribution and logistics. Okay, so that would be optimization. Then another is the cost. This is important. This is really important because this is one of the resources, critical resources of the company. If the role is not managing efficiently or effectively the cost, then the company will be in dire situation. Okay, because you need to, you need to roll the running capital, okay, the operations capital. So you need to roll it. You're going to purchase the procurement is going to purchase the raw materials, the packaging materials, etc. And then the manufacturing will produce the products. And then the outbound logistics uh, will sell the products. Then the money that they're going to that the company earn from selling finished products will go back to the finance, and the finance will again provide for the whatever budget that the procurement has budgeted to purchase some materials. So this is going in circles, right? So if the manufacturing manager is not able to efficiently or effectively manage the cost, then there will be problem for the company. So cost management important. Management and financial oversight. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna delete these two letters. All right. So as I promised to you, I'm gonna make six important key responsibility for this role, and the last one would be for uh, regulatory compliant. We should not forget this because this is very important. The um, the manufacturing will not sustain its operation if there are always non-compliance to regulation, especially the HACCP, the SQF, the ISO, you know, uh, especially the FDA. Very important is the FDA. The company should be in compliance with the FDA. Otherwise, the company will be in big trouble. Okay, and not be able to sustain the business. All right. So there are six important role that the company. Okay. Now I'm gonna write a little bit of details for this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bullet point for this. Or sorry, it's not tab. I don't know how to use Word. Okay. I think this will be okay. I'm just gonna point. Okay, I'm gonna put a bullet point with this. It's not working. Okay. What I want is a bullet point. This one. Okay. Then I'm just gonna adjust the distance, the margin. So it should start from here. Okay, that would be okay. And this one too. Okay, that would be okay. So under the operational leadership and strategy, I'm gonna write oversee. It will be he will be the job will be overseeing the daily production. Okay, daily production operations in line with company goals. Company goals and industry best practices. All right. oversee daily production operations in line with company goals and industry best practices. So always follow the goals of the company, the mission, you know, the mission, the vision, and the values of the company. Very important that the manager will stick to the goals and the mission and vision of the company. That will be his guide or the roles guide. So the next one would be develop and implement effective, okay, effective uh, manufacturing strategies, manufacturing strategies to enhance productivity, to enhance productivity. Okay. Um, okay. Minimize costs. I don't like S. I like Z. Cost. Okay. And ensure what? The timely delivery of products. Okay. So develop and implement effective manufacturing strategies to enhance productivity, minimize costs, ensure the timely delivery of products. Right? So I have another one. Okay, establish. What am I going to establish? Establish and monitor key performance. Okay, key performance mm, indicators. You know the KPIs. So indicators. So I'm gonna write KPI. Okay. Okay. KPIs to track um, operational efficiency, operational efficiency, operational efficiency, and ensure, where is it? And ensure what? Production goals are met. Okay. You got it? I hope so. All right. Let's go to the second one. Okay. What is the second one? Team leadership and development. Okay. I'm gonna adjust this one too. What happened? Um, okay. Then I'm gonna use this one too. Okay. My apology. I'm not really good in, using the MS Word. So anyway, okay. Team leadership and development. The first one would be in details to support this second key responsibility. The first one is lead and motivate. Okay. lead, and motivate, motivate, motivate. Adverse, adverse. Okay, a diverse employee or a diverse team of managers. Okay, diverse managers. What are other positions there? Let's say superintendent. You know, the British standards, they don't have this position. They usually have team managers, senior team managers, team leaders. You know, but the American way of doing it, manager, superintendent, supervisor. Okay, so I would say superintendents, right? All right. So and supervisors. Okay, these are also all these role, different managers, different superintendents and supervisors. These roles are also underwent the job analysis and job evaluation through the Hay system also. So all the positions should, should undergo job evaluation before they're being, before the HR or the recruitment under HR will recruit people either from internal or recruit internally. They're going to promote somebody using this job description and they advertise it internally, or they go for a external market, labor market. Okay, so whichever who they're going to recruit, whether internally or externally from the labor market, they're gonna use this job description. Okay, so this is intended for this role. Okay, and supervisors. Okay, next would be foster a culture. Right. Foster a culture of accountability. Very important. Of accountability. The general manager will be accountable for all the assets, all the resources, man resources, material resources, you know, uh, all the resources, money resource, financial resource, etc. So he's accountable for the people, accountable for the plant, accountable for the other resources like machinery and equipment. There are four M's of resources: manpower, materials, machine, and money. You know, without those four resources, you will be able to run the business. Okay, not be able to run the manufacturing plant. So accountability, also of course the safety of the plant and the safety of the people working under him. This guy should attend training. There should be risk assessment in the plant, risk assessment conducted in the warehouses, so that there will be no accident, no incident, no injuries, no physical injuries. Okay. And of course, quality, food quality and food safety. You know, you know what I mean? So, food quality. Okay. It's a, this just say within the team. All right. So foster a culture of accountability, safety, and quality within the team. So uh, if the general manager is following the rules or following the way of life or the way of work inside the plant, and there will be a culture that he fostered, then there will be no problem, and everyone follows. Okay, so that's a good thing of having fostering a culture, a safe culture, a quality culture, things like that. I think there's a space between comma on quality team. Okay, so the next one would be develop training programs. Remember the number two, team leadership and development. This is leadership, and also at the same time will be develop all the subordinates or all the people working under him. So it's going to develop training programs for these guys. He will initiate it. Okay, the training manager of the HR will follow his lead. Okay, will develop a system in terms of the training or providing the training programs, but the initiative will be coming from the manufacturing manager because he knows what are the training needs of these employees, especially the people working under him, the direct reports. Okay, so the training programs, okay, to enhance the skills, right? The skills of the people, the knowledge of the people. It is a continuing process. The the provision of training programs, to provide the competency. Competency is comprised of knowledge, skills, and attitude, KSA. Okay, to enhance team skills, and what? And promote career growth. The most important of all, the promotion career growth, because this is what employees need. They want to grow. Some guys want to be managers in the future. They want to increase their compensation, you know. So they want to get good salaries in the future. They want to learn. They want to gain some experience. They want to gain some knowledge and skills, and maintain a good attitude. So that's why very important to promote career growth. All right, and that will be it for the number two key competencies, or rather key responsibility areas of responsibility. And then the next one would be number three, production and quality management. I'm gonna adjust this one too. Okay, all right. Then I'm gonna put adjust this one. This is all right, and then adjust this one too. Okay, the first one would be under number three, production and quality management, is to ensure the production of high quality food and food and beverage products in compliance in com, in compliance, okay, in compliance with the industry standards. Okay, that's why very important that you have certification on some regulatory bodies so that you are able to maintain industry standards. Okay, including, okay, these are the regulatory bodies: FDA, Food and Drug Administration, HACCP. What is HACCP? HACCP is hazard analysis and critical control point, and food safety regulations. All right. Then next one would be implement and maintain quality control. Implement, okay, and maintain quality control. You know, some companies they call it QC, QA, quality control, quality assured, quality control or quality assurance, quality control systems in place. There would be quality control systems in place, right? For not for to prevent defects. Okay? And contamination. Prevent contamination. Very important in food company, food safety. I remember before my previous company, we have to recall tons of cheese because of the cross contamination happened. And it was too late. It was the laboratory tested it late. So the products are already in the market, are already in the supermarket. So multi-millions lost because of the contamination. So this is what you want to prevent, right? Prevent defects and especially contamination. Okay. Um, that's why very important that you follow the protocol of the CIP, clean in place. You know, between batches, the quality control, quality assurance, and in collaboration with the manufacturing team, they are doing a CIP, and this is done automatically, automation, cleaning the system, the manufacturing, all the fluid vessels are being cleaned uh, by moving in the system in the vessels, some mixtures of steam and some chemicals to clean whatever remnants that is remaining in the system. Otherwise, there will be contamination. Also, the food handling. That's why it's very important that the company will always give um, training, especially GMP and HACCP, to all employees, the good manufacturing practices for food safety handling. Okay, food handling, very important as per regulations standards. So you have to, you know, now you have to, avoid having the food contaminated. Otherwise, the problem is uh, the company will have problems, will lose some money because of the recall that they're going to do to call back all the products from the consumer or from the customers back to the plant. Okay, or spoilage, spoilage. All right, spoilage. Then the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to drive the implementation of lean manufacturing. You know, implementing the Six Sigma, DMake, the DMake, define, measure, things like that. Uh, Manufacturing and Six Sigma. most especially the food and beverage company are adopting the Six Sigma standards. Okay, the Six Sigma, I would say, principles to improve operational performance and minimize waste. Okay, that's it. That's for the third what? The third areas of responsibility, AOR. Okay. Now let's go to the number 4. Under the supply chain and inventory optimization, what are we gonna do? Okay. Okay. What we're gonna again get the bullet here. Still not going to the right place. Right? Something went wrong with the word or something wrong with me not doing it properly. Anyway, uh, supply chain inventory optimization. Under this, I'm gonna say collaborate with the procurement. You know, uh, not 90% of the cost or 80 to 90% of the cost. Okay, you separate the fixed assets. The machinery and equipment. You separate that, but operational. To produce material, to produce finished products, you need materials, raw materials. You know, or one, for example, is sugar. Sugar is, you have to buy sugar in bulks, you know. So that's why, the procurement is having the capital, yeah, the capital finance, um, the running capital, the operations capital. They get all the money, in short, the procurement, because they're buying raw materials, and raw materials, if especially if the company is importing raw materials from abroad, from other countries, then that's big money that now they're trying to maintain 3 months 3 months inventory, or 90 days to last inventory. And you have to remember that these guys will have to buy it from abroad, and it will take time for the shipping and for the raw materials to reach the plant and the warehouses. So they need more money to buy more, you know more tonnage of raw materials. So very important that the company is having capitals to to provide the procurement with all the money, in order for them to be able to buy all the raw materials that the production manufacturing need. Okay, the procurement and logistics teams. Logistics, the logistics is the one in charge that there is a system in place in inbound, in collaboration with MRP, material requirement planning, the planner, the manufacturing, the planning department, and the procurement are working together. They work as a team, and the logistics team should know the system, and they should know, and they should adapt to a system. Okay, especially if you're talking about tons of and tons of raw materials that they're going to maintain in the warehouses, then logistics should have the system in place. okay, to manage all these items, okay, the raw materials. Okay, logistics team to ensure a steady supply. A steady supply of what? Um, Steady supply of raw materials. Okay, while managing inventory, inventory levels efficiently. Okay, efficiently. Okay, then next one would be uh, oversee inventory control practices. All right, I miss DL. I need DL here. Control practices. Control practices. All right. Uh, Reducing waste. Like spillages. You know, spillages is problem or rejection of materials. All right. That will also add to cost, unnecessary cost. Okay. It will be charged to either the warehouse or it will be charged to manufacturing. If the spillages happen in the warehouse, okay, because of the handling, mishandling, the forklift operators were not trained properly. They hit all the materials, and the collapse of the pallet tracking system, and millions are lost because of the spillages. Then this is also a big problem. That's why the manufacturing managers should see to it that all these handlers, especially the forklift truck operators, have undergone training programs for handling the materials and handling the equipment that they are, the mechanical equipment that they are operating. Okay, so uh, spoilage, of course, kung spelling, spoilage and stockouts. If you're going to have a stock out, this is also a big problem to the cost. Instead of buying, cheap and quality raw materials, the procurement will purchase in a hurry and will just buy whatever is available in the market without even bidding, undergoing bidding or something like that, or asking for quotations from various accredited vendor or suppliers, then the company is going to be in a dire situation. Okay, stockouts. So the this is not this will not happen if the GM manufacturing will lead the team, initiate the meetings, regular meetings, mancom management committee meetings, so that uh, they will not reach into this situation where they are experiencing stockouts of raw materials. Then another one is ensure smooth, okay, smooth coordination okay, between production and this is what I'm saying, right? And the supply chain. And the procurement belongs to the supply chain. Uh, the, the, the supply chain is from the raw materials, from farms where you get all the broiler chicken, or you get all the raw milk. Okay, let's say for example you have 100,000 milking cows, and they put this raw milk in the silos, stainless steel silos, and they transfer it from the manufacturing to the warehouse of the manufacturing plant, and they stack again the raw materials into the silos. Especially if you are, you know, uh, producing, let's say, 2 million liters a day of raw milk, and produce it into a fresh milk or long life milk. Then you don't, you have to make sure the management of the GM has to make sure that there will be no stockouts experience. Even for one day, it's a big loss, millions of loss in even in one day. Okay, so that would be the supply chain to optimize material flow. Okay, so that would be what is that, number 4? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a number 5, which is the cost management and financial oversight. So again, enter up. I tab it. I should not tab it. Right? Ah, and then of course the bullet. You need bullet for this. And this one too. You need indentation. Okay, so what is number 5? Number 5 is cost management and financial oversight. This is also equally important. Key responsibility of the GM. Okay, so what would be this one? Manage and optimize the manufacturing budget. Okay, manage and optimize manufacturing budget. Okay, manufacturing. You and I. All right. So identifying cost reduction um, opportunities. Of course, without compromising product quality, or not compromising quality. Product quality. Even the raw materials, it should be good quality of raw materials. If you are going to have a poor quality of materials, then the finished product will also having food poor quality. Okay. Analyze production cost and implement Analyze. This is wrong. What is the spelling of analyze? Analyze. No, I don't like S. Should be Z. So, production cost and implement cost saving initiatives. Okay. Cost saving initiatives across, is that correct? Spelling across the manufacturing. Okay. Process. All right. Okay. Ensure the efficient allocation. The efficient allocation. Allocation of resources to maximize production capacity. You know what? If your production plant or manufacturing plant is underutilized, okay, only utilizing 50% of the capacity, then your cost will go up, and then it will impact the profitability of the company, of the business. So make sure that you always, as much as possible, between 90% to 100% uh, production utilization of the plant. If you underutilize the plant, then costs will go up. Okay, because you also have to think about the machine depreciation cost. There will be depreciation of the machine, so that's why you have to utilize. Some companies are, operating 7 days a week, even 24 hours a day, or they operate 6 days a week, and one day is dedicated to maintenance of the plant. Okay, just one day to do preventive maintenance, inspection, cleaning of the plant, things like that. So 6 days are working and one day only. Okay, and 24 hours, but effectively only 20 hours production per day, not 24 hours, because you have some breaks, right? The people will have lunch break, people will have dinner. So, but it's very important that you have to maximize the production capacity, okay? Capacity and maximize the profitability. All right. So if your plant is, let's say for example, if your plant is, the capacity is producing, uh, let's say 1,000 tons per hour, 1,000 per hour. Then you only utilize 600 tons. So you have a vacuum, you know, you have underutilized 60% utilization only. So that would be bad for the business in terms of profitability. Okay, because of the cost will go up. Okay, it will affect the profitability. Okay, because there are fixed costs. Okay, there are fixed costs. One of them is the machines. One of the electricity sometimes also will be regarded as fixed cost. Okay, despite the fact that you're underutilized, But the electricity also, like the lights and other, like the HVAC, the heating, ventilating, air conditioning will still be running, or the refrigeration will still be running. That's why you're, despite the fact that you have underutilized your plant, but you're still paying more for the electricity, the utilities. Okay, very important that you understand this when you are, you know, when you are working on your job description, and and also understand when you undergo a job evaluation process. You understand that in job evaluation, the job evaluator will think about the know-how. There are two know-how: technical know-how and management know-how, or management breadth. And they are also thinking about the accountability. And the cost is one of the accountability of the manager. So important that you understand when you are writing the job description and submitting the job description for job evaluation. You have to ensure that you put, all the necessary things, especially the key performance of the managers should be included here. Okay, and this is not number 7. This should be bullet. Okay, I sorry. Okay, this should be bullet. Again, you have to adjust. It's not hard thing to do, adjustment. Anyway, so for the last key performance or the areas of responsibility, rather, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ensure all food manufacturing operations comply. Remember, this is under the regulatory compliance. Okay, FDA, USDA, SQF, ISO, things like that. Even BSU, if you're using BSU, you know, British Standard Units. Okay. All right. So ensures comply with uh, relevant local or state and federal federal regulations. Okay. All right. Including food safety. All right. Food safety standards and workplace safety also. That's why you're talking about the workplace safety. You have to avoid accidents, incidents in the workplace, physical injuries. That's why you also have to have a CI, continuous improvement of your health and safety management program, like training of employees, awareness training for health and safety, like hot work, or working at heights, working with electricity, working with hazardous items, hazmats, hazardous materials. You know, you should ask your supervisors or managers to carry out risk assessment. You know, activity risk assessments, so that there will be no you to minimize or remove all the hazards in the workplace. You know, lower down the risk confined space entry, etc. Okay, but most important thing is the awareness training. You have to maintain that there will be, maintain certification. Okay, certification. What, for example, EG. What are the EG? HACCP. Again, what is the HACCP? Certification. HACCP is like hazards analysis and critical control point, and ISO, let's say 22,000. What is ISO 22,000? Um, food safety risk. It's about food safety risk. Okay. Then SQF, food quality safety. Then that's it. And ensure adherence to food safety. Okay. Food safety protocols. 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 Okay. Then period. Okay. Then another one would be implement robust safety programs, or you can implement safety initiatives. You know, if you don't have bollard, you put bollard. If you don't have a machine guarding, you put machine guarding. You know, when you have mechanical equipment that is to be guarded, then you have to guard the mechanical equipment. Hydraulics type of equipment and machines, and there are arms that is moving, robotics, uh, something like put in place, put in place, you know, robots. Then you have to put some guarding so that people not be able to enter the area of hazards. Where there are hazard, there are risk. So you have to remove the hazards if possible, then lower down the risk. Okay, how are you going to do that? You're gonna implement the risk assessment, and the risk assessment result will recommend whatever findings that they found in the workplace area. Okay, so implement robot safety programs, and regularly review. Okay, review health and safety. Health is for, occupational health is like, if your people are handling hazardous materials, like chemicals, acids, you know, sulfuric acids, uh, things like that, then it will be hazardous to the health of the employee if it is not protected. You know, charging batteries of the forklift, it will emit gases, and then the employee will, inhale all these gases into the lungs, and they will get sick, lung cancer, so many things that can happen to them in terms of ill health. Okay, it could be an acute sickness, or it could be a chronic sickness. Okay, so that should be found out in doing the risk assessment, and the assessor will recommend um, you know, will put in place measures, safety measures in place. Okay, so we have to review health and safety standards. All right, health and safety standards to ensure a safe working environment. There could be, fire hazards, chemical hazards, physical hazards. Physical hazards like, running machinery, some gears, some sprockets, some chains, some conveyor system, you know, those are physical hazards. Then, of course, health hazards, the acids, chemicals, things like that. Okay, fire hazards, like there are, you're using petrol, gasoline, diesel, those are fire hazards. Okay, and other materials. So I have done already. Okay, operational leadership and strategy, number one. Number two, team leadership and development. Number three, production and quality management. Number four, supply chain and inventory optimization, uh, cost management and financial oversight and regulatory compliance, safety, and ensure production goals are met. Okay, I think this is wrong. I'm not. I don't know why this was okay. Only regulatory compliance, and safety. All right. So, how do you know if these six numbers of areas of responsibility AOR are working or not? So, what would be the success indicators for this? Okay, right. We should put a success indicators for this. So, what are we going to do? Okay, we're going to do success indicators. Number one is the operational leadership and strategy. This would be our success indicators. Uh, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put each number a corresponding. I think that would be better. I'm gonna put a corresponding success indicators, like success indicators for operational leadership and strategy, success indicators for team leadership and development, and so on. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with operational. And just copy this one. Just copy it like that. Be a lot quicker. So under the operational, uh, okay, no, I'm gonna again. I'm gonna type. No, I'm not gonna type. I'm gonna copy. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna copy it. Then I'm gonna paste it there. Then number three, and gonna copy it so that we know what are the what are the success indicator for each key responsibilities. Copy it. Production. Paste. Then I'm gonna copy the number four. Supply chain and inventory optimization. Control C. That is for number four. And then I'm gonna also include what is for number 5, which is the cost management and financial oversight. Control C again, copy, right? Then number 6, the last one, which is safety, right? Regulatory compliance and safety. Copy. So at least we know what are the things that is under the success indicators. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna you know put some space in between numbers. All right. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna need a again bullet, right? But I have to adjust this again and this one too. Okay. So what would be the first one? First one would be uh, success indicator, operational leadership and strategy. What will happen? Okay. Consistent. Oh, consistent achievement. Consistent achievement of production. Okay. Targets. What are the targets in terms of volume, yield, production yield, um, and efficiency. Okay. Then, okay, yield. What is yield? What happened? I don't want this red color here. Ignore. And efficiency. Okay. Then another one is reduction in machine downtime. That's why you have to have good maintenance crew, maintenance department doing maintenance, preventive maintenance of your machinery and equipment, and improve overall. Are you familiar with this equipment? If you are working in a manufacturing plant, I would say you're familiar with this. Okay, this is OEE. OEE. Okay, overall equipment effectiveness. OEE. Right. Uh, you should understand how it works and how how you do it. Okay. So I think I'll add more clear alignment. Uh, between production, output, and sales forecast. Okay. Those are the success indicators that you are having success. If you are good in managing in terms of the operational leadership and strategy. Okay. Successful implementation of the CI. Okay. Continuous improvement. You know, in our company, we just say CI, everybody understand. That is a continuous improvement. Okay. Because we always adapt to, the initiatives on continuous improvement. We always have, action plan, how to improve, continuously improve the production or whatever you do. You have continuous improvement in your maintenance. You have continuous improvement in warehouse, in managing the warehouse, things like that. Okay, initiatives. Okay, and okay, I'll give you an example. E.g., what is E.g.? Lean manufacturing or Kaizen. All right, initiatives. Okay, what else? Positive results. Okay, positive results from internal and external operational audits. Especially when you're talking about uh, regulatory audit like ISO, FDA, whatever. Okay, audits. Okay, that I think that would be enough. Okay, okay. Now we go to the second key success indicator. Okay, right. This is for the oh, what happened? Uh, Okay, next one will be for the team leadership and development. Okay, team leadership and development is um, I like this portion because I'm from the HR. So high employee hmm, retention. because the people under working under him or under this rule is happy because the role is thinking about the career growth of employees. So so if they're happy, then you'll be able to retain, especially those key role, key important, key employee. So retention and satisfaction rates. How are you gonna find that? This. How are you gonna find this? By conducting survey. You conduct survey through the email or face-to-face survey, things like that. Reduction in absenteeism. Absenteeism. Spelling is correct. Yeah. And staff turnover. You reduce staff turnover. Okay. Another one is consistent performance reviews. There should be, rewards to those consistently getting high performance. You know, employees should have, you have to, initiate employee of the month. And when you say employee of the month, you you issue some certificate for the employees getting the employee of the month with with compensation. Uh, so rewarding the employees will make them happy. Okay, with measurable. With measurable uh, improvements in individual, right? Measurable improvements in individual and team competencies. Competencies. All right. Okay. Bullet point. Okay. What would be for the production and quality management? Again, consistent compliance with FDA. What is FDA again? Food and Drug Administration. Hmm. And HACCP. What else? GMP. Good manufacturing. Good manufacturing practices. And what? What else? Other food. Uh, Other food safety standard. Okay. Okay, what other success indicators? So number three, mm, low rate of product recalls. Remember the sample that I have given you earlier about the recalls of some cheese. I think that was 20 something tons of cheese being recalled from the market, already in the market, because of the contamination issue. Okay, so we have to avoid this product recalls, product recalls, or food safety violations. Okay, another one is high first pass yield, FPY. FPY. What is this? This is first pass yield is when the first batch or the first attempt to produce and there's no rejection, no wastage, you know, your production is successful. Um, so they will record this, they will rate it, okay? Whether you're consistently having a FPY or first pass yield, okay? Because you're saving some cost. You're saving some cost, okay? If you are able to produce without failure, without rejection, and reduction in defects or rework. And then achievement of targeted production efficiency. Okay. Give you an example of production efficiency, units per hour. How many units produced per hour? Okay. Or line efficiency. Let's say, for example, you have 10 lines of production lines of the same SKU, stock keeping unit, or production line for one product. Then you compare with other lines, line number one, line number two, line number three, who are producing more in terms of units per hour. Okay, and you have found some problems with one or a couple of production line. Then you have to address the issue, whatever issue that they are having in that lines. Okay, that's how you do it to address that. Okay, so another one is positive outcomes. Outcomes from third party. From third party. Okay. Third party audits. For example, e.g. SQF or ISO 22,000. Okay. So That would be for number three, which is production and quality management. Okay, let's go to number four. Supply chain and inventory optimization. Okay, bullet. Okay, so number four, supply chain. Okay, that's duplication. Uh, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say uh, optimal inventory turnover. So optimal inventory turnover ratio. Okay. Um, so what I say is avoiding overstocking of raw materials or even finished products. Overstocking. You produced more what is needed in the you know what is needed by the customer. You overstock, and the opposite. What is the opposite? Stockouts. You run out of SKUs, stock keeping units. All right. Okay. Next one, reduce material waste. Okay. And spoilage rates. Okay. Another one, indicator, consistent on time delivery. Okay. On time delivery of raw materials and packaging materials. I will just say packaging and packaging. Okay. Another one, improved supplier performance. Okay. Oh. Improved supplier performance metrics. So you have to also, measure the performance of your supplier, especially your accredited supplier. And you have to see whether they are consistent in supplying good quality products or there are always delay in the delivery of products. Okay, metrics. Then what I'm going to put, I'm going to add here on time on-time delivery, quality ratings, quality ratings. All right. Another one, streamline inventory, streamlined inventory management with minimal production disruptions. Okay, that would be for number 4. Okay, number 4, success indicators. We'll get number 5. So for number 5, for the cost management and financial oversight, I would say meeting and exceeding budgeted cost per unit, cost per unit, okay, budgeted cost per unit, targets. Okay. Then another one would be continuous reduction in manufacturing cost. I would say continuous reduction in manufacturing cost. Always important to maintain the cost as much as possible, reduce the cost. This is for you to be able to retain, sustain the business. Okay, without compromising quality. Okay. Okay, achievement of cost savings from waste reduction and process optimization. Okay. Wrong. Should be here. Okay. This is for the last success indicator for regulatory compliance and safety. Okay, let's do it. Again, let me align it. Align this one too. Okay. Number 1 is zero. Zero food safety violations. no contamination, no cross contamination, um, following the GMP, good manufacturing practices, no violation in HACCP, no violation ISO, things like that, or non-conformances, non-conformances. Okay, from conformances from regulatory inspections. What are these? This is FDA or maybe even USDA. Okay, then successful maintenance of food safety certifications. Okay, I'll give you example. EG, for example, HACCP. Okay, SQF, ISO. Okay, what else? What else do I need to include here in our success indicators for number 6? Regulatory compliance, safety. Uh, okay, this is also important. Reduction in workplace incidents. For example, e.g., OSHA. You know OSHA? For health and safety regulations, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, recordable injury rates. Some company are calling this reportable injury rates. There are injury which is very minimal, superficial scratches. They don't report it as injury, but they serve this as a warning. For example, if the employee is not wearing proper PPE, personal protective equipment, then they are giving warning to the employee why he's not wearing. If he says no available PPE in the warehouse, so the management will go to the warehouse. Why are you keeping in stock this PPE? Very important that we keep in stock this PPE. So just warning, and it's not recordable or it's not reportable injury uh, to add to the rates. You know, maybe it could be a near miss only. Okay, what else? High. This is also important. High audit scores. No violations. No issues from health and safety inspections. Some companies are having a health and safety inspector walking around the area. Like if he found there are damages in the machine guards and nobody is, replacing or repairing the machine guards, then that would be a violation. And then your health and safety audit scores will go down. Okay, things like that. Then another one would be active participation. Active participation and completion of regular employee. Employee. Safety training programs. Okay, I think this is okay. We covered all the six numbers of the key responsibilities of the manager. Okay, you just review what we did, and then you will understand more. Now we go. What is the manager is doing? Of course, he will also have some activities on his own individually. All right. Okay. So what are the things that he's doing? What are the activities of the general manager? Okay. He's going to develop uh, he's going to develop and monitor daily and monitor daily or weekly and monthly production schedules. Okay. To meet customer demands. Customer demands while optimizing. Okay, that would be good. Resources. Optimizing resources. Right? Then next, ensure these are the things that he's doing on his own. He is like hands-on. There will be hands-on at the same time. Okay? Sure, smooth coordination, coordination between coordination between production lines, production lines, maintenance, maintenance, and supply chain teams. All right. Number three, oversee the implementation and continuous improvement. Continuous improvement No spelling. Improvement of ASAP, GMP, and FDA compliance. Compliance. Okay. Programs. I will add programs. Compliance programs. And then another one is conduct regular, conduct regular quality audits, ensure corrective corrective actions are taken taken promptly. Okay. Next would be lean manufacturing. This is important also in order for the manager to be able to reduce the cost, at the same time improve quality. Okay. Initiatives to eliminate waste, reduce downtime downtime and improve OEE, overall equipment effectiveness. Okay. Okay. Then monitor key performance. Monitor key performance indicators or KPI, and adjust. I think I'm gonna make it plural. KPIs. I'm gonna put S and adjust processes. Processes to achieve production targets. Production targets. Okay. Then next, manage the manufacturing budget. Uh, track expenses. Track expenses and implement cost saving measures without compromising product quality. Okay. What's next? think that I'll just, I'll just, I will just write just at least 10 and make it 10. I was thinking 20 activities, but that's too much. So we're gonna save some time. Okay. So I just make it 10. Okay. Another one is prepare and present financial and operations. Okay. Financial and operations performance reports to the leadership, or maybe I'll say CEO to CEO and CEO, COO, CEO. All right. Then number 9, activities. Build. Build what? Build and foster a culture of teamwork. Very important in workplace. Teamwork. Accountability. Accountability and continuous improvement. CI. Continuous improvement. Okay. Then, okay, I'm gonna add one more, just one more activity. Okay. So, the CEO or the CEO will not say that this employee, this role is not doing anything. Okay. Right. So provide coaching, training, very important for employees. And I don't like companies that they're not doing training for their employees. I don't like that company. I like company who are more concerned with the job, and I'm rather more concerned with the employee rather than the job. Okay. The job will not be perfect. The job will not be efficient and effective without, without the knowledge and expert, or rather skills and expertise of the employee. That's why you need to provide training. You need to do some training needs assessment, analysis, then provide the training program as necessary. Then assess them. Uh, Upon completion of the programs, you have to assess them. Okay. Provide coaching, training, and performance evaluations or appraisal if you want. You can say appraisal as well. To develop the manufacturing team or the team. No? Okay, I say manufacturing team. All right, that's it. I think 10 activities at least. You would say that the general manager are also doing things on his own. Now, for the job dimension, this is under job features. Job dimension is about quantifiable job features, like, for example, volumes handle, how many volumes handle, revenue and budget size, how number of subordinates, number of suppliers, number of customers served, variety of functional areas handled. The the job dimension of the role is very important in making, making or rather getting a higher grade and higher compensation because of the dimension. Okay, this is about accountability. In addition to the know-how, the technical know-how, and the management breadth, it is also important that the accountability. So this is also considered when the job evaluation committee or job evaluation panel is doing job evaluation for this job. So they will know how much would be the grade, or how much would be the size of the job. This is about job sizing. So in job sizing, therefore, job dimensions is very important. Okay. I will just say volume. I put column. Let's say 3 million. No, this is just an example. It's not actually the actual volume. So say producing, uh, producing juice, or producing fresh milk, or producing, you know, uh, long life milk, or UHT milk. What is UHT? Ultra high temperature milk. So let's say the is producing that liters. Why is this not acceptable? It's not accepted. Liters. Okay, I'll make it capital. Liters. Okay, 3 million liters per day. Per day of operation. Oh, that's huge volume, right? This is for, I think, I will just say beverage. This is beverage. Another volume. Oh, another volume. This that. Okay. Let's say, for example, 1 million metric ton. Just sample. I'm not really. I don't know if some machines can produce 1 million, really 1 million metric tons per day. It could be. And this is for the food, like for example, combination of broiler chicken, you know, fillet, chicken fillet, things like that. And other like cheese, different kinds of cheese, you know, mozzarella cheese, uh, jar cheese, you know, uh, a square portion cheese, uh, triangle cheese, and many other cheese. So this belongs to the uh, food that the general manager is producing in his plant. Then I'm also gonna say revenue. Revenue, let's say 20 billion, 20 billion. Okay, I don't know how much, but I say 20 billion. Okay, let's say per annum. Per annum. Okay, then number of subordinates. Okay, number of subordinates. I'm not just talking about direct reports. Okay, billion. Ignore ones. Okay, I'm just talking about direct reports. All employees, supervisors, superintendent, managers, different kinds of managers, uh, operators, technicians, laboratory technicians, laboratory supervisors, etc. So all of this will add up to the job dimension of the role. And this will also add up to the grade or the job size of the role. That's why very important also that you need to put here your subordinates, number of subordinates, because important, like for example, a supervisor will only have maybe 10, 20 employee under him. So that's not good. But if you have, let's say for general managers, 5,000 employees under him, regular employees, for example, okay, that will add to the score that he will receive, and the size will increase. No, the size will increase. And another, let's say, for example, 2,000. This is, you know, different kinds of employees. There are regular employees and there are contractors. Okay. The contractors, usually they get contractors to add to the regular employees for the guys who are doing the manual handling of products in the warehouse, manual handling of raw materials, you know, sorting or picking materials, or rather picking finished products in the warehouse, outbound warehouse for shipping, you know, operating the jacks, hydraulic jacks, you know, uh, okay. So usually they hire contractors for this kind of activity, you know. So contractors. So all in all, uh, that would be total of 7,000 workforce. I will not call employees because contractors are not employees. Workforce. Especially this is happening when they hire more contractors. This is happening during the peak period, like December. Usually this peak this period during Christmas or some season, the volume will increase. You know, therefore they need more manpower. They need more people working in the production, working in the warehouse. You know, things like that. Okay, so this would be for workforce, total workforce. Then let's say functional. I'm not putting the budget. Revenue is okay. Otherwise, if I know the budget, then I also put the budget here. Okay. Okay. So financial areas, uh, say production, warehouse, planning. It could be MRP, or it could be production planning. Okay. Production planning or other functions. That's why the general managers will always get higher grade because of the functional areas is handling. Is handling production, is handling warehouse, handling maintenance, and handling planning department. So many functions that is handling. That's why the technical know-how is going up. The score or the size in terms of the technical know-how will always go up. Okay. Um, Production planning or maybe quality assurance. Quality assurance is also under him. Okay, these are the functions that is handling. Okay, that's it. Or maybe QMS. I will add QMS. QMS is quality management system, like the one handling the quality manuals. Making quality manuals. Handling is custodian of the SOP, standard operating standards. ISO standards operating procedures. You know, these are all documented, and it is being the custodian of this are the quality management system. Even the job descriptions, the custodianship of the job description is under the QMS because they got software, like QPulse, you know, where they put all the information, all the documents in the QPulse in the system, computer system. Okay, so that's it. Now we go to the all right. We go to the job context. Job context is like circumstances characterizing the job in terms of working hours, how many the role, how many hours he's working, he's in the company, and what is the location. Is he working 100 kilometers away from the plant? Is he the location is you know adjacent to the plant? Maybe there is a house, staff house or managerial house, manager's house, built by the company so that the employees are close, accommodation close to the plant, and also there are family accommodations, things like that. And stress is the job, a very stressful job. What about the physical conditions of the job, and what about the resources available? Okay, so let's say 8 hours per day of work. Yeah, then 5 days. Usually GM are only working 5 days per week. Okay, five days per week. 2 days rest the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Usually this is the perk, uh, you know, benefits that is always given to the senior positions. Okay, so do not give senior managers like GM 6 days work or 7 days work. Otherwise, that is also will be that role also will be added. The incumbent will be added to the turnover of employees. He will not stay in the company if he's working 7 days a week. So you have to give him 2 days rest. That is for the family. That is what you call work and life balance. Okay. So do not. Otherwise, you will not be competitive in the labor market if you are not giving 2 days off to the managers. So it could be a city office, okay, or plant office is having an office in the plant. If he is staying in the plant, there's an office in the plant, then there should be an accommodation provided to this senior manager, which is a general manager. Okay. And I would say stressful environment. This is uh, environment where very stressful. Why? Maybe due to um, noisy environment. Okay, because of the machinery and equipment running uh, 24 hours a day. So therefore, it's very stressful. That's why the office built the guys who are building the office for the general manager should be soundproof. Okay, because of the noise. Then the health and safety managers will measure the sound, the noise in the plant. Okay, will measure the noise so that they will know whether the employees will need to have PPE, you know, ear muffs or ear plugs. They need to have PPE if let's say the noise is 85 decibel, that's already high. So they need to have earplugs or earmuffs. Okay, this is due to machinery and equipment, machinery and equipment. Okay, that's the reason. What else? Uh, could be hot climate. Hot climate. If he's working in the Middle East, then outside should be very hot or even humid. Okay, outside the plant. Maybe in United Arab Emirates, in Saudi Arabia, or in Qatar, those places are very hot, or even in Africa. Okay, and not only hot but also cold. Okay, uh, cold plant. Why? Because of the HVAC, heating and ventilating air conditioning units, or cold storage. Okay, cold storage uh, with HVAC. Okay, and cold storage for freezing temperature. Usually negative 18. Like for example, for the frozen chicken, usually the cold storage is about 18, negative 18 degrees Celsius. Storage warehouses. Okay? It could be chilling temperature. What is chilling temperature? It's chilling temperature is like uh, uh, positive 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, I will put here 5 degrees Celsius or centigrade. Okay, all right, 5 degrees. And then what else? And freezing temperature. It should be negative 18 degrees. Negative 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's it. It could also be the area is having high, or even the ambient temperature is high or high humidity, humid place. It could be high humidity, the or it could be dry. Could be dry air around the plant or even inside the plant, dry air or high humidity. This is also stressful. For the resources, okay, well, you have to provide computer. You have to provide computer, or you have to provide laptop. This is a general manager. No? You have to provide iPad, and you provide iPhone products. You know, state of the art gadgets. You know, you have to provide iPhones, and you know the uh, the charges are all free will be shouldered by the company. Okay, and of course and transport, car. Usually, um, the issue is UV for general managers. Yeah, SUV, sports utility vehicles, or even Mercedes, Mercedes Benz. What is the spelling of Benz? I think this one. All right. Mercedes Benz. Okay. Or maybe BMW. Remember, this is a general manager of manufacturing, right? Those are the type of resources that the manager should have, general manager should have. Okay. This one also again will depend on the negotiation during recruitment period. Okay. So the recruitment manager already know what he is going to negotiate with the candidate when he's recruiting this position. Okay. Is that okay with you? Okay. Then the next one would be key relationship. For the peer, okay, your peer, of course, are all GMs. Huh? They are all your peers. GMs, say, for example, sales, marketing. These are also, you know, uh, HR. They got general manager also. What else? And many other GMs. Okay. Then your superior, of course, there are two superiors. One is the chief executive officer, and the one is the chief operating officer. Okay. I don't know if uh, CFO is a superior. Some other companies they are superiors, but in some other companies they are just peers. So I'm not gonna include that. And for external, okay, external would be maybe other SBUs, other SBUs. You know, if the if the if the company is a group companies, so there are SBUs. Uh, I would say strategic, business, units. What are these other SBUs? Maybe uh, other there are other business like water business, inside the bottled water, things like that. Okay, or even a construction company also an SBU. So GMs for the construction company, GMs for the bottled water business, GMs for other, you know. Uh, okay. I would say or subsidiaries. Sub. What is the spelling subsidiaries? Subsidiaries. Diaries. Subsidiaries. Okay. That's it for the um, key relationships. What about the qualification? There are two qualifications. One is essential. The other one is desirable. Desirable is not really important. What's important is the essential because this is what really the company needs. Desirable is okay if he has that qualification, it's okay. If doesn't have, it doesn't matter. Okay. So for the essential, I would say for the GM, bachelor would be enough. Bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degree is enough. You don't have to have PhD, things like that. You don't have that. So in food, in food, science, food science, okay, or manufacturing, or engineering. But usually they prefer food science. If no available in the labor market, no food science, bachelor's degree in food science, then they don't. It doesn't matter whether it's from manufacturing or engineering or business, business what management, or a related, okay, related field, okay. So that's it for the. I will also add something here. Okay, in-depth, in-depth knowledge. This is also qualification of food safety regulations. It should will always be an advantage if the incumbent or the candidate will have these qualifications. Okay? For example, e.g., FDA, comma, HACCP, comma, GMP. He is an expert of this and he has the qualifications. And manufacturing standards. He knows about all the manufacturing standards, especially when it comes to food and beverages. That's very important. Okay? What else? Strong understanding of lean manufacturing. Very important. Lean manufacturing. If some, some companies, they don't hire if you don't have uh, knowledge on lean manufacturing, they don't hire you. If there are other options, like there are 10 candidates for the role, and one guy has the lean manufacturing concept. He knows about the lean manufacturing concept. Then he will be shortlisted, or will be hired for the position against those 9 other candidates who don't have this knowledge of the lean manufacturing concept. Okay. Also, Six Sigma. This will be advantage Six Sigma. Okay, especially in manufacturing positions. And CI, because CI is all continuous happening. It is happening always in the manufacturing plant. You should know about the continuous improvement techniques. Okay, I will say CI, continuous improvement. Okay, so what about the desirable? Okay, as for the desirable, I would say experience, experience with ERP systems, production planning, because you will be, you will be doing this, you'll be doing this function at the same time because these functions are under him. Okay, software or softwares. Why it's not accepted? Softwares. Add to dictionary. Okay, and performance analytics. You know, statistics very important in manufacturing. Statistics like standard deviation is one. Standard deviation standard is very important in manufacturing. Yeah, there should be the guy, one guy from the quality who's monitoring the standard deviation of the products. You want to maintain the standard of the company, so statistics has to be monitored, managed. Okay. What about the desirable, or rather, I think, sorry, I think this would go to the experience. Okay, this should be experience. For desirable, I would say master's degree, or let's say PhD. That's it. But this is not important. What's important is the essential. And the recruitment manager would even not bother himself, looking at it. Then first, of course, we need years of experience. So at least 8 years. Okay, 8 years is more than enough of experience. Some superiors, leadership superiors, they will put more like 10 years, 15 years. Why? Because uh, if you have more years of experience, then your job size will increase. You know, the job size will increase or the grade will go up. Therefore, the compensation also will go up. That's why they put more years of experience. But 8 years of experience in manufacturing or general managers is more than enough. Okay, in a leadership, what's important is the leadership. That's number one. Leadership role. Okay, within the food and beverage uh, manufacturing industry. So that would be the essential. Okay, Also, of course, I'm going to put desirable. As I've said, desirable is not really important. If you don't have, then that's fine. If you do not have, that's fine. If you have, that's fine. Doesn't matter. So experience is just icing of the cake with okay. I think I'll just drop down here. I'm going to drop this down here. This is not important. This is desirable. I'm gonna put it to desirable. Okay, it's not important. If the GM know or doesn't know the ERP system, that's fine. If doesn't know the production planning software, that's fine. He doesn't know about the performance analytics, that's fine. Doesn't matter. What's important is at least 8 years experience in leadership role within the food and beverage manufacturing industry. That's what matters. Okay, now uh, let's go to the competencies. Competencies is a technical, operational, managerial, human, and cultural requirements. This is key is a knowledge, skills, and attitude, or even abilities. Okay. So what would be this? All right. It could be okay, working with high volume production and perishable. I think that's okay. Spelling perishable. Okay, that's correct. Goods. That's why perishable goods will go to the chiller because they are perishable. Like fresh chicken, like vegetables. They're all perishable. Fish, fish is perishable. That's why you have to put it inside the chiller or even inside the freezer. Okay, perishable goods. Okay, I just add in the food industry. I would also add certifications in Lean Six Sigma. You know the DMAIC, DMIC is also part of Six Sigma. Then PMP. These are something about project management. You know, project management part of the CI, continuous improvement, or food safety standards. Again, I'm gonna specify here the sample. For example, EG, HACCP. HACCP is very important in food manufacturing because this is the hazards analysis critical control point. Very important. And even this ISO, the food risk, food risk 2000. The 9001 is for the documentation, but for the 22,000, that's for the food risk management. Okay. Another competency, strong leadership, of course. We should not forget the leadership. If he does not have leadership, then big problem for him. Or especially communication skills. And he also must have problem solving. And decision making, of course. He should have decision making skills. He also he should have critical thinking, analytical skills, he should have those also. But I'm just going to include this and communication skills. So, you know, the one that I did not include is analytical skills, decision making skills, you know, uh, he should, uh, he should know how to work with, you know, he should know about the behavior in multi cultural environment or multinational environment. Like if you have more than five nationalities working together in the plant, then there will be problem, conflict, conflict management. All right. I hope you understand that. What about this one? Strong leadership, of course. Ability to manage. Multiple projects. Not necessarily that this managers knows about project management, per CPM, things like that. Doesn't matter as long as he can, cope up with the, how to manage the project management. That would be enough. Okay, multiple projects because you're talking about increase of capacity, plant capacity, machine capacity. That would be projects. Your additional SKU, additional products. First time that they're gonna have these products, for example, that would be the project. Project taken by the product development team, and that also would be projects. Okay, so multiple projects simultaneously. Simultaneously. Correct spelling? Simultaneously. Okay. In a fast-paced environment. Environment. Okay. That would be, I think, good enough. I think we'll be able to find this in the labor market, this role, general manager in manufacturing. Okay. And this is our job description. Now you can hire a new uh, GM, general manager for manufacturing, food and beverage. And this is not applicable for other like hardware, manufacturing company who is producing cars, company who is producing tools and equipment, machineries. This not this is not dedicated to that kind of role. This is specific general manufacturing manager for food and beverage. Okay, so if you need another, then I'll make another one. Okay, I have done a general manager for distribution and logistics. Okay, I have done other because I got used to, you know, developing or writing job description. I was also involved in the job evaluation using the Hay system or the Hay method of the US system. Okay, So this is it for our the first lesson, which is for the job description writing. And the next time around, I'm gonna be doing the performance scorecard, and this will not be a long time, and also the smart words for the same position. So I'm just gonna do it next time because I don't have we don't have much time left. So I just want to say that I hope you like this and you learn from this lesson that we are having here. And if you have question, please ask them by writing in the comment section below. And I'd like to thank you for watching this. Thank you.